Rosemarie is a mom who admits she is extremely narcissistic. Now, we asked Rosemarie to send us some photographs of her family and noticed an overwhelming number of them were of, well, guess who? Rosemarie sent us a bunch of her self-pics. Now, here's a picture of Rosemarie in her car, and here's one in her car. And here's another picture of Rosemarie, well, she's in her car. And you can bet her narcissistic behavior has alienated her friends and family, and now she's afraid it's going to drive her fiancé away. Take a look.
I'm a total narcissist. Everything is about me.
I love looking at myself in the mirror.
It is me, 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 all the time.
I look in the mirror, I think about how beautiful I look.
She has openly admitted, I come first, period.
I cannot get enough of myself.
I don't consider anyone else's feelings. I go the extra mile to get what I want when I want it.
It is what it is.
I needed you to put those clothes on a hanger.
There's no compromise.
When I talk with people, I constantly interrupt them.
I have to pack the suitcase. I have to put the suitcase back together.
You can't finish the sentence. Well, I gotta do everything.
Why is it that I have to do everything all by myself?
Because it's about me. Listen to me. I don't care what you have to say. Shut up and listen. I have an extreme sense of entitlement.
I wouldn't have had to do that had you not come right back up.
I did.
Thinking about you. And it's about me.
Rosemarie's narcissism is causing extreme issues in our relationship. Rosemarie wants me completely to herself.
I want him to focus solely on me. I don't even want to share him with his own children. You can't speak to him. You can't come over here and see him.
How much more of this do I have to endure?
It's all about me.
And I'm just curious why you feel that need for it to always be about you.
I feel that it's all about me, DrPhil, and what I want, when I want it.
Why?
Like Veruca Salt.
But why?
Because it's a sense of feeling in control and feeling important. I'm an only child. I don't have any brothers and sisters. I don't feel like I have to share anything or anyone with anyone else. It's all about what I want, when I want it, right now. And if I don't get it, I'll go to the extreme to whatever it is, whatever it takes to get it.
Jeez, what a boring life. Isn't that boring? That you're constantly having to maintain the vigil and got to, it's me, 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 me. Doesn't that wear you out? Because you can never relax, because what if he looked the other way?
I'm on him. I'm on him all the
Well, that's
time
what I mean.
if he
Doesn't
looks
that
the
get-
other way,
doesn't that
and you
get
can tell it in
tiring?
the bags in my eyes at times.
It gets tiring, though,
It
doesn't
does get tiring, but you know what? The mirror is focused on me in my car. The mirrors in my home, there must be a dozen of them. The text messages are on me. I take tons of pictures of myself. I'm all about me. I'm very narcissistic. I'm almost like a narcissistic person and very proud of it. Yet I can admit it. I don't care about anything. I don't care about anyone. I don't care about anybody else's feelings.
Charming.
Yeah, that's hard to live with.
So you live with this.
Yes, sir.
And does it wear you out?
Wear me out? That doesn't even remotely describe it.
Yeah. Why do you put up with it?
I love her.
Do you love him?
I love him very much.
Are you crowding him too much?
Yes.
Are you demanding too much?
Yes, I am.
Are you breaking his spirit to the point that he's losing himself?
Yes, DrPhil, I am.
Does that scare you?
Yes, it does.
And in fact, a lot of what you do, you call it narcissism, but isn't a lot of what you do to constantly test him, to get reassured that it's all about you?
I've had such selfish behavior that it's landed me in trouble with the law and got me in jail. I stole a credit card from an employer. I made 9 separate transactions. I charged $3,509. It was very selfish purchases. It wasn't purchases made for survival. It was clothing, shoes, handbags, scarves, anything for me. At the time, I didn't feel horrible for doing it. I felt horrible that I got caught.
Did you feel at the time that you were doing something wrong, or did you feel like you were just entitled to it?
At the time that I did it, it was a high, and I did it because I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I felt good. I felt, wow.
Okay. Do you want to have an ongoing relationship with Brian?
Yes, sir, I do.
Do you want him to feel good about the relationship?
Yes.
And for you to feel really good, really peaceful, really a partner in this relationship, she's going to have to step off and give you a little room, right?
Yes, sir.
Because let me tell you, I've said this before, and I mean it from the core of my soul. If you have to stop being all of who you are to be half of a couple, it's a bad deal.
I agree completely.
If you give up your identity, you
Yes,
give
sir.
up your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs, your preferences, your needs, you give all of that up in the service of another, then you've lost who you are. The price is too high. Do you agree with that? What is it you know about yourself that is so bad that you believe people would run away from you if you didn't make them stay?
I feel less than a person most of the time. I feel like I'm not good enough for anyone. So I have to make myself feel good by doing things for myself. I feel that no one took the time for me. No one took the time to help me, to be with me, to care for me, to love me. All the way back to being a kid. I don't feel like I'm worthy enough.
What do you know about you that if I knew it, I'd say, yeah, you're right, you're worthless. Get out of here. You know what it is. You're just not telling me.
I've had people tell me, DrPhil, that I'm worthless. And I've come to realize it and accept it and believe it. Right on down to my childhood, to my own mom and my dad, not being there for me. Always pushing me away, always pushing me aside when I needed somebody. A child needs a mom and a dad. I needed their love.
Wouldn't it be particularly interesting if instead of demanding that he stay, you just asked him if he wanted to and you just told him that you needed him? The whole point is you're playing the game of life with sweaty palms. You're playing the game of life total fear-based every minute of every day. Afraid that if you don't maintain the vigil, it's going to all fall apart. You got to control it, make everybody do right, because if you don't, you're just going to spin out and you're going to be left alone. All right, I have a question for you. Do you know someone in your life who just craves attention so bad that they'll just do anything to get it? Think about it. Maybe it's you. I don't know. Well, today we're talking to families who say they have children who have to be the center of everything and that it can cause major conflict. Now, my first guest, Hillary, says her stepdaughter, Shannon, is a narcissist who will lie, fight, and cuss just to be noticed.
I don't even know what world you live in.
My stepdaughter, Shannon, is arrogant, self-centered, spoiled rotten. I find myself hating her.
My stepmom Hillary wants to come off as the perfect person, that she does nothing wrong and prove that I'm a horrible, awful person.
I don't think I'd shed a tear for Shannon if she died tomorrow. She's made my life hell. Attention is Shannon's drug of choice. She's very self-centered. She would play with friends, and if she didn't win, she'd come in the house and just throw a tantrum and be in tears. A psychologist diagnosed Shannon with narcissistic personality disorder.
My stepmom put that in the person's head. There's nothing wrong with me.
You're perfect. I'm just narcissistic.
At first, I thought it was because I was the stepmother. Then I realized that she treated everybody this way.
Hillary likes to stir the pot to prove to my dad that I'm the problem and she isn't.
Shannon's called me a bitch, and she's told me that she doesn't have to listen to me.
I don't respect you. I don't want to talk to you. I lost my mother 6 years ago to cancer. When Hillary moved in, she took the pictures of my mom off the wall. I tried talking to her, and her attitude was, it's more my house now than your mom's, and I felt that she didn't care. I have no respect for Hillary as a person or as a mother.
Shannon thinks that the whole world is the problem, and not her. We looked for behavioral schools, and we finally found one in Mexico. We told her that we were going on vacation, and when we got there, Robert told Shannon this was her new school and her new home.
The fact that your parents are going to take you to Mexico and drop you off in a boarding school and leave you there and lie to you, I was really pissed off and hurt. Hillary is behind taking me to this boarding school. If my mom was still alive, there's no way my dad would do it.
You found it and you know you did. If my mom was alive, you know that wouldn't happen.
Your mother wanted to send you away a long
Oh,
time
you
ago.
are so full of it.
The staff said she was the toughest case they had ever had.
While I was at my boarding school, Hillary's daughter moved into my room. When I got home, my stuff was packed up. Pictures of my mom are gone.
You said in your tape piece and when we talked to you that she's a narcissist.
Yeah, the psychologist
That's a
diagnosed
really
her.
big word. It's a diagnostic category and classification that I find wholly inappropriate for somebody at the age that was supposedly assigned. And when I asked for the medical records to see where that diagnosis had been assigned, I couldn't find it anywhere.
He didn't give us the medical records.
You went to a skilled licensed professional who assigned her the diagnosis of narcissistic personality disorder when she was 15 years old.
Yes, and he said normally he would not do that with that
I'll
age
bet
group,
not.
but in this case he would.
Did they tell you that at the time?
He never said I was diagnosed with it. He says that's what it was. That's what my stepmom said.
I have not diagnosed you, and I haven't done the testing and all of that. That would be left to someone else. But from everything I know, from what you say about her, what you say about her, what you say about yourself, it's not even close to what's going on here. Do you really mean what you say when you say if she died tomorrow, you wouldn't shed a tear? That just seems shocking to me.
We had to disassociate emotionally from her. We couldn't take it anymore. We had to just turn off our emotions, period.
Okay, but you're saying our. It's like, are you like the representative for the family? I was asking you about you.
Well, yeah.
You said, I wouldn't shed a tear if she died tomorrow. You wouldn't say that, would you?
I've felt that way many times. I haven't said it, but I have felt that way. Because
Are you telling me if your daughter died tomorrow, you wouldn't shed a tear?
there's two different Shannons living in the same body.
Is that a yes or a no?
I would shed a tear for the good Shannon. I'm not sure I would have the same feeling for the bad Shannon.
Don't even bring it up. Okay, no. End of conversation.
My sister Shannon is cold, distant, and at times very mean.
I think that Shannon only thinks of herself. She's selfish.
She just tries to control me in just every situation.
Shannon is a master manipulator.
She calls me a bitch. She says I'm stupid.
Shannon figured that at a young age that she could get more attention by behaving badly. From the age of 4 on, Shannon would do things that were just completely cruel. For 4 years, she would never tell her natural mother happy birthday on her birthday.
It's you that refused to wish Mom happy birthday.
Don't even bring that up.
I think this is her way of taking the attention off of my natural mom and putting it on her.
Shannon would sit at the dinner table and purposely stuff her mouth with food until it was practically running out to get attention. Shannon would argue, debate, yell at her mother until she would get her mother in tears. Then she would just walk away seemingly happy.
She likes to create drama.
Shannon was gone for her birthday, at her choosing, and none of us called her on her birthday. When she came home, she lit into her sister something terrible about not calling. She was distraught.
You've never wished me a happy birthday.
That is the biggest lie ever. Shannon will start an argument just for the sake of starting an argument.
So what?
And then if you try to walk away and end it, she'll come after you and yell more. If I yell back, she tries to make me seem like a bad person. Don't freaking put your finger in my face.
Shannon could have everybody in the house upset. Shannon could go to bed, fall right to sleep. Shannon will wake up the next morning as if nothing even happened.
Isn't it true that much of the time your behavior can just be absolutely insufferably deplorable?
I mean, I don't talk to them a lot of times. I'd rather not. It just
Well,
creates
but
fights.
you do throw tantrums. You get mad, you yell, you scream, you cuss. You've told your dad to F off. You've told Hillary to F off. You just get in their face and just blow up and off you go.
Yeah.
So is that true or is that false? You can't change what you don't acknowledge.
No, I mean, yeah, I have yelled at them, and we have gotten in fights.
Well, what are you so angry about?
a lot of things. Hillary moved in not even a year after my mom died, and I wasn't ready for changes that she had, and it's just been downhill from there.
But you agree that your behavior is oftentimes not good, disruptive, mean. She's hurt your feelings.
Many times.
Many times. She's hurt both of y'all's feelings.
Yes, she has.
A lot.
And you acknowledge that, right?
Yeah.
And they've hurt yours.
Yeah.
Okay? See, here's the thing. When you get into a family situation, you'll have one person that becomes what I call the target patient, the squeaky wheel. It's real easy to drag them to the sacrificial altar of the therapist and say, fix her, what a mess. But you've also got to step back and say, wait a minute, why is she doing that? Do you think she was born this way, or do you think it's a product of her learning history, Dad? You said it predated Hillary.
All of the above, maybe. I don't think it was a learning problem, because certainly her mother and I spent endless hours talking with her about the behavior, trying to correct it. None of it ever helped.
Where she is today, as she sits here today, you don't think that you, your decisions, your parenting, her biological mom's parenting, any of that's contributed to it. You just think that she's like Damien, bad seed, that just showed up with some type of disorder or dysfunction?
Yes.
I don't know if she'll freak out on me or if she'll be nice.
They go on family cruises. They invite everyone else besides me.
I think that she's jealous of the relationship that I have with my parents.
My stepmom, she acts like she hates me. She introduces my sister as her daughter and me as my dad's daughter.
I would love nothing better than a mother-daughter relationship with Shannon, just as I have with the rest of my girls.
I wasn't even involved in the wedding. You can't postpone a wedding for a couple months until your own daughter is out of a boarding school.
The way Shannon's behaving right now, I don't really want her living here. It's too upsetting to the family.
So we can't have a nice family life.
At 14, Mom dies.
Yes.
That's a very difficult and traumatic thing for anybody, certainly these girls.
Absolutely.
And there's no right or wrong time period, but within 6 months, you start dating Hillary out of the blue. It's not like you'd been a family friend or anything. You all met and started dating.
Correct.
And it starts out okay.
Starts out great. I mean, she was so sweet. I thought, gee, this is the perfect child. Then, yeah, a few months later, I moved in.
And start taking down Mom's stuff.
Not right away, no. It had been another year or so.
Do you understand how hypersensitive a child might be to that?
Yes. She didn't want me moving anything in the house. She wanted it left just the way her mother did. And I respected that for a period of time.
Yeah. Are you evil for doing that? I'm not saying you are, but do you understand that that has an impact, even if she's not solely aware of what the impact is?
Yes.
Her behavior was way predates that. So really to tie it with anything that happened, even her mom dying, as terrible as that was for all of us, is just not right. In fact, she was one of the luckiest people on the face of the earth to have someone come into her life that would, again, be a mother that she didn't have.
You didn't feel that way, did you? No. You guys can say just, oh, those things just don't matter because there was behavior that predated it, but that is a naive approach because all this stuff adds up. I'm not saying that any one thing causes the behavior, but it contributes to it. Do you think that's possible?
Knowing Shannon, no.
You say it's factual but not accurate the way I'm characterizing the fact that you just took her and dropped her off at this school in Mexico and then did not talk to her, touch her, see her for a year. You were actually gone for 16 months, right?
Yeah.
So you saw her after a year, but then she was gone for another 4 months and then basically conned the staff by telling them what they wanted to hear so they would let you out so you could go back. And you didn't make an effort to get better while you were at the school, right?
At first I didn't know.
Yeah, you said, hey, they dumped me here, so let them just blow money because I'm just going to sit here and eat worms.
That was my attitude at first,
Right?
yeah.
I tell both sides of the story. But in the ensuing 16 months while you were gone, you give her room away to your biological daughter, and you box her stuff up, and some of it was lost, right?
And broken.
And you say, that's a bunch of crap. It wasn't a mistake. You feel like your stuff was disrespected and some of it thrown away out of anger. And then when you came home, you didn't get your room back. You had to live in the playroom.
Yeah.
Straighten me out.
Okay. The reason that she went to the school in Mexico, her biological mother said there is something wrong with Shannon. She's out of control. We need to do something for her. We obviously aren't capable of doing that. Her death brought an end to that. But when the behavior then reappeared after Hillary came, it was something that was readdressed, and all those things that you say did occur, but they were not at our doing, in that that was the rule of the school. It was our last desperate hope to change her into the person that we know that she's capable of being.
You were going to straighten me out. I missed the straighten me out part. I missed the correction. I want to be correct here.
It was the mischaracterization as if we set out to do those things. That is, in fact, what happened. We were following the rules of the school.
So y'all made the decision to lie to her about vacation and take her to the school, right?
Yes, we did lie to her, and yes, we did leave her there. But that was what was necessary because her behavior was so out of control.
So that would be a yes.
It's the hardest thing I ever did. It was harder than watching my wife, their mother, die in front of me. I couldn't control the cancer, but it was totally in my control. I felt like I was driving her to her execution.
Okay.
But I knew it had to be done.
Okay, and then you said that it is accurate that you did not speak to her or see her for a year.
We couldn't, and it was her choice.
If she
had she progressed quicker, we could have talked to her.
And this was the school's rule?
Yeah, not ours.
Is your daughter?
Yes.
And I just have to tell you, Robert, I'm just being honest. You asked my opinion, so I'm giving it to you, and I know you're not liking what I'm saying. I can tell you ain't liking it at all. But I got to tell you, if I take my child somewhere for whatever reason and somebody tells me you don't see her till she does A, B, and C, and that turns out to be a year, that's not okay. I am talking about narcissists. My first guest, Shanna, gave birth to one. Daughter Corinne is a self-admitted narcissist who compares herself to Gandhi and the Kardashians. Gandhi, I'm sorry I said that. Now, Corinne believes she is so special that she deserves to be the star of her own reality show. Take a look.
My daughter Corinne is a narcissist. Corinne believes that she's better than most everyone else.
My world revolves around me, completely.
Corinne lives in a fantasy world. She's completely self-important.
I believe that because of who I am, I'm a part of a privileged class that I should be taken better care of. I believe I deserve VIP treatment.
She's entitled. She will not use public transportation. Everything that everyone works for, new cars, homes, whatever, she thinks is just going to fall in her lap.
I've always felt like I was important and that one day I'm going to be able to change the world and make it better.
Recently, Corinne boasted that she was Gandhi-like.
I think I'm knowledgeable and I can teach people the world.
I'm not even sure she knows who Gandhi is. Corinne believes that she should have a reality show.
I see. I would love cameras to follow me around 24/7. Because if they seen the things I see every day, they would go nuts.
When she found out she was going to be on the DrPhil show, she said, "Oh my God, I'm going to be on TV. I knew I'd get my own show. This is how the Kardashians started."
I'd like to make it in the trillions. Everything that I want is realistic. I'm not asking for a house on Mars.
Corinne prides herself on her narcissism. It defines her, and it's unbearable to everyone who is around her.
Okay, what is it you're complaining about?
That entire presentation.
Would you like to see it again when we go through the piece at a time, or what?
I think at this point I'll just sit here and let this show do its thing and participate the way you guys would like me to be.
Well, don't do me any favors.
No, I'm just saying this is the way you guys would like me to be.
That door swings both ways. You came in it, you can go right back out it. What is your problem?
My problem is, like, the way you guys have edited that tape. Like, it's ridiculous.
Okay.
I mean, of course, the audience is going to laugh because they don't know me.
Well,
and
let's get to know you.
And I look like a jackass. I do agree. I look like a jackass.
Yeah. Well, let's forget about the tape for a minute and see the things that you have said. Did you say, and I quote, "I am pretty. Everyone says I should be on the cover of magazines"?
I said I believe I'm beautiful with makeup on, done properly.
No, that's not what you said.
No,
You said, and I quote, "I am pretty. Everyone says I should be on the cover of magazines." If you don't want to own it, it's okay.
No, I don't believe without makeup. I don't believe that I am beautiful. I have imperfections, and with makeup on, I do think that I look a lot better.
Did you say, and I quote, "I need to be on TV because I have something that people like to watch"?
I said I would. We'll go with that one. Yes, sure.
There were two statements. I'm pretty. Everyone says I should be on the cover of magazines. I need to be on TV because I have something that people like to watch. If that's out of context, put it in context for us. Because I certainly don't want to mischaracterize you.
I think that whole thing was a mischaracterization.
Is this a mischaracterization of her?
The narcissism thing is totally me. I'll own up to that.
Well,
but just
apparently
the way
not.
you guys make me look like such
giving you a chance
a
to-
scumbag, like, on there. I mean...
He's giving you the chance.
Yeah, you made me look horrible.
Oh, okay. Well, is it that you think everything should revolve around you and therefore you're not going to be pleased with anything?
No, I have no children, and I feel like, yes, my world at 25 should revolve around me. I should be focused on myself, and I don't feel that's a problem. At 25, with no children, and I have a dog.
All right. You said I make everyone feel special just by being beautiful.
No, that's so misconstrued. You guys are good. You have some good
No,
staff here.
whoa. Hey, listen, I have a very professional team, and I will march their happy asses out here right now, and they will either say you said this or you didn't. I take that real personal, and when you say it, lady, you better be ready to back it up, because I'm damn sure ready to back up my end.
I understand.
Okay,
High five on that one.
so tell me how this is blown up, because it's the same font as all the rest of the page. It says, I make everyone...
It's underlined.
I make everyone feel special just by being beautiful.
Yeah, I will not own up to that, because
So you didn't say that?
No, you don't make people feel special just because you're beautiful. If that was the case,
Can I
then everybody
interject?
feels special from
Can I
watching
interject and
TV.
save you some time about what you think she believes? We almost didn't get on the plane, or she didn't almost get on the plane, because she thought this whole process was fake and that we were going to get human trafficked. That's what I was doing 2 o'clock in the morning before I came here. Now, we're talking about fantasies. One of your great executives had to come here in the middle of the night, get his IDs, copy them, text them to her. She's telling me not to get on the plane. I'm not kidding. So
your theory was you were going to come out here and I was going to sell you into slavery?
No, it was the show was that somebody had gotten your information and it was phonied up.
I wonder what would happen if you said, you know what? Today, I've gotten the best offer anybody's ever made me. Today, somebody has stepped up and said, I get it, I understand, and I want to help you. I wonder what would happen if you said, you know what? All the noise aside, it's my time and it's my turn, and I'm going to tend to myself as a young woman, not as an object for somebody to abuse, but I'm going to find out who I really am, and I'm going to heal myself from the inside out. I wonder if your life would be different 6 months from now, a year from now. And I'm telling you, it would be. You have all the resources. You're intelligent. You're a survivor. You've got energy. You're still healthy. This is something that you can turn around, but you can't dig out of this by yourself. You need some help. And what I'm telling you that I'm willing to do is to arrange for you hand-picked personal help in your town, in your world, in your life, apart from her, apart from anyone. It's time to be selfish in your behalf. And you probably think, well, I wouldn't expect to hear that.
Because of the narcissism.
Exactly, but I'm telling you, it's time. Narcissism is an illusion. I'm talking about genuinely putting yourself at the top of the list and saying, you know what? I'm 25. Life expectancy, I could be here another 75 years. It's not too late to get this right. And I'm making you that offer now to help you. Well, Ryan, a divorced dad with one young daughter, says he was looking for love when he put his picture on an online dating site. He has his own tree cutting business, wears designer clothes, owns boats and fast cars, and has 1, 2, 3 homes. Sounds like a good catch, right, ladies? Well, that's what Danielle thought when she saw his profile, and they quickly started dating. Danielle is now 6.5 months pregnant and prepping for the birth of their son, but that's where the fairy tale kind of runs off the rails. Because Danielle says behind Ryan's movie star good looks lies a dark side. She claims Ryan is an abusive narcissist and sociopath who has called her, quote, unattractive and, quote, a fat bitch. And tells her he only has sex with women who are 130 pounds or less. Ryan also told us that if Danielle gave him the ultimatum, change or I'm leaving, he would say, well, don't let the door hit you on the way out. Well, now, after hearing all this, Danielle is naturally concerned not only about her future, but also the future of their unborn baby. Take a look.
Ryan and I met on an online dating site. He seemed like a good catch. After 4 months, I began to see a different side of Ryan. You're just completely disregarding a point that I was making. Ryan's a narcissist. He is very full of himself. I always say it's the Ryan show.
I gotta admit that I enjoy the drama we have.
I feel he's the master manipulator. He will twist what I say. What? What are you talking about? When I try to talk with Ryan, he doesn't listen.
Danielle can be needy.
Ryan's controlling in all aspects of his life. Ryan definitely knows how to push my buttons. He said that I was fat and that I was not attractive as some other people. When he makes comments about my weight, it makes me feel more insecure. Ryan has called me fat while I've been pregnant. One time we were having a conversation and he threw in that his weight max limit was 130 pounds. At the time I was 133 pounds. I felt like I was not good enough. I'm concerned that Ryan is currently cheating on me. Ryan has admitted that he cheated on every other girlfriend he's been with. He has compared me to other girls and their sex lives. It is very offensive. I do fear if Ryan doesn't change that I may be forced to make a decision to leave him.
Well, okay. So how much of this did you know about him before you got pregnant?
Almost all of it. I mean, he did, you know, he's called me fat before I was pregnant and stuff, so.
Ryan has been listening backstage and says he has a very clear message for Danielle, a message she may not like.
My message to Danielle is to stay with me or leave me, but don't expect me to change. What do you want me to do, scream at you? I understand that Danielle wants a more compassionate person, but that's just not who I am. I get in the moment and I get carried away. I'm like a train moving 100 miles an hour and Danielle's like a train going 40. I don't like to bend, I like to do my own thing. Once I feel I've reached a point in the argument where I know I can't win, I would rather just destroy everything around me. If Danielle's suffering from the decisions that I've made, then so be it. I've never made it easy for any of my girlfriends. They just need to like the values that I stand for. When I first met Danielle, I told her I was attracted to girls about 130 pounds to help keep her within that navigational beacon. If Danielle can't accept who I am, then she needs to move on. The only thing that could go wrong in the relationship now is if Danielle were to try and withhold sex as leverage. If Danielle ever gave me an ultimatum to change or she's leaving, I'd say don't let the door hit you on your way out.
Well, that's charming. So, does this seem reasonable to you?
To me, it seems very reasonable. To me.
To you?
To me.
Uh-huh. Do you think a woman with reasonable self-esteem and reasonable self-worth would take an unbalanced relationship like that and consider it to be okay, acceptable?
I do not. It's usually just a matter of time before they figure that out.
Before they figure what out?
Before they figure out that this is not normal.
Yeah.
That this guy's definitely not like I thought.
So you think you're abnormal?
Absolutely.
How would you describe that abnormality?
Well, I've looked up some things. I've talked to many counselors. A lot of them throw their hands up. You know, they get a little bit intimidated by, you know, and I'm a long talk. I'll talk for long, you know, periods of time, and I don't think I've hung in with one long enough for them to point a finger at me and call me anything or write anything down that I've caught wind of.
I'm saying, what do you think?
There's been many a times I've caught people a certain way where they can't really socialize with me because they're intimidated by the way I look at the world. It's not, you know, and then you see the way they are, you read people's thoughts, you see the way they look at you, and you start to decide that maybe you're just not like other people. But I still have a pulse. I have children. It's a matter of sailing the ship, knowing that the mast and the sails are tattered, and just doing the best you can with what you can.
She said, I am oppositional, defiant, and I bend to no one. I refuse to meet anyone in the middle. My message to Danielle is stay with me or leave me, but don't expect me to change.
Right. The way I look at things is if I want to stay the way I am and be original and not live a life that I regret, I need to stay with the thoughts that are coming through my mind.
You say, I will not chase people down in an attempt to make them happy.
Right.
Once I've reached a point where I know I can't win, I will just destroy everyone and everything around me.
I have said that. And I'm not proud to admit it, but I really believe that life is too short. And in which sense, you know, there's always more to obtain. Holding my anger together is something I've never been able to master. I just can't figure it out all the time. There are times where I can turn and walk away. There are times where it's just way too hard.
Would you like to be in a relationship with you?
Yes. I got a feeling
I'd like to see that.
Yeah, me too. You said you wanted to come here because you like the spotlight.
Yeah. Since I was a kid, it's nice when you get the attention of more than one person at a time.
Well, you certainly have that.
In the beginning of our relationship, he told me it takes a special person to deal with his sex addiction.
I've always found myself to be very sexually motivated.
There were times that he got angry when I turned him down for sex. Now, because of the pregnancy, our sex life is down to about once a week.
She thinks that I'm cheating and getting it somewhere else.
I'm suspicious. How do you go from being a self-proclaimed sex addict to wanting it once a week? It just doesn't make sense to me.
What happened to your former marriage?
Former marriage?
You were married, right?
Yes, sir.
Because your ex-wife sent us a statement. She said, Ryan continually fat-shamed me while I was pregnant and continued to do so after the baby was born. He offered me a cash incentive to lose my baby weight, which shocked me. I believe he's a narcissist, and he was very controlling throughout our 5-year marriage. My advice to Danielle would be to cling to her family and find a good church, as the only one who can fill the hole in her heart is the Lord, not Ryan. Now, I don't know this woman, but that was her perception. What happened to that marriage? Did you leave her or did she leave you?
I think she gave me an ultimatum, and I mulled it over, and just like here, I felt that, you know, she just wanted to start to sink her talons in and change me.
If your daughter grows up and starts dating someone just like you, how would you feel about that?
Oh, well, I've thought that over quite a bit. In one hand, it terrifies me, and then in the other hand, if he's just like me, and that, for me, is pretty impressive because not a lot of people want to think like the piece of work that I am. I beg you to understand that I've already run my own psychology report, and it's not good, and I'm not proud of it. If she dated somebody like me, I would be quite fascinated. But I'm telling you, that day might be that might be a hard pill to swallow, but, you know, at least I already understood how this guy thinks.
You have a very childlike way of approaching relationships, much like you would expect from someone in early adolescence. Kind of like, I want what I want when I want it, and I want it right now, and I want it my way, and that's just how it is. That's a very unevolved way of interacting with the world. And I strongly believe you teach people how to treat you. And you're just kind of like, yeah, I mean, he can call me those names, he can say whatever, and I just keep hanging in there. And if that's what it takes to stay in this relationship, the cost is too high. You ask me, should I stay? Should I go? If you have to stop being 100% of you to be half of this, the cost is too high. If your question to me is, if he doesn't change, you should kick his ass to the curb before dark today. Okay? Can you imagine being with a man like this?
I love being the perfect ass. I wouldn't want to be married to me. Good luck, DrPhil, trying to fix me.
Well, you're probably wondering what kind of woman would be married to a man like that, much less ask for help with how to keep him. Well, believe it or not, my first guest married him, and she says she does want to keep him. Here's her story.
Mark is an arrogant ass, and I just can't take it anymore. Mark's brain in his mouth. There's no communication. There's like that blockage going on. Mark is constantly derogatory and says offensive things in public. Most of my friends won't even come out because they can't stand to be around him. My best friend calls him the devil. Mark is very narcissistic. He's very full of himself.
You know I'm awesome.
Mark and I met 10 years ago. At first, I didn't like him because he was arrogant, but then that bad boy in him became extremely attractive. When I married Mark, I hoped that he would change his ways and just that he'd stop being a wild child. And it didn't work. That dream got busted very quickly. When I call him and I ask him where he's at, he tells me I don't have to tell you where I'm at. It's none of your damn business. When he drinks, he drinks. You don't stop. Mark has driven us home drunk, and I tried to stop him from driving, and then that causes a huge argument. And his thing is, you doubt me? You doubt me? I mean, he said on many occasions that he'll just kill us both. Mark is truly the epitome of an ass. If you were to look up in the dictionary, I can guarantee his picture is very close.
Okay, now, how do you feel about watching that? You just narrated your life, right?
Yes.
And then you step back and watch it. How do you feel about that?
It's disturbing. It's very disturbing. Looking at it now, it's like, wow, I can't believe. It's hard. It's hard to see that. It's hard to see that.
Okay, and how long have you been with him?
We've been married for 8 years, been together for 9 years.
Okay, so 9 years you've been with him, and he's been treating you this way for the bulk of that time. Why has that been okay with you for 9 years? That's important to me to understand where you are.
I think because I have a low self-esteem, I'll admit that. I have a low self-esteem, and I can't get anybody else.
A friend of mine once said that, Mark, you never have to worry about getting hemorrhoids because you truly are the perfect ass. I am very arrogant. I never have to worry about dying because Satan would no longer have a job. I don't care what other people think about me. I mean, if you can't handle the heat, get the hell out of the kitchen. Nikol or friends will tell me that I don't think before I say something and it really hurt their feelings or something. I'm like, no, I did think. That's why I said it. I don't care if it hurts your feelings. As far as me being her husband, I'm not involved in her life. Nikol will tell people that don't even bother wasting your time with talking to them about it. She's absolutely right about that. When I do drink, it's ugly. It's blackout. I'm walking around and functioning. I can drive us home safely. But I have no idea what happened. None. Nothing. Zip. Zilch. I do love her. I wouldn't want to see any harm come to her. But if I'm so bad, why don't you just move on? Why deal with me? Just let me be an ass.
So, what do you think about watching what you just said?
I think it's totally true.
Yeah. In fact, you take pride in it.
Yeah, I don't.
It's a higher art form for you. You're good at this.
I'm good at it. I'm real good at it, DrPhil.
You just are offensive to the sensibilities of anybody and everybody, and you don't care.
Yes. During Nikol and my relationship, I had several different emotional affairs with other women. They didn't expect anything from me. And it was totally cool. When she asked me what I was doing, I said, it's none of your business what I'm doing. You don't own me. I do what I need to do.
I've confronted Mark on many occasions about him cheating on me, and he swears it's only been emotional affairs, but I just don't believe that. 2 women have come forward stating that he's the father of their children. One of the babies is a mini Mark. It's an identical Mark.
Well, I'm here with Nikol and Mark, and it was just her talking about her husband's emotional affairs, according to him. But you say you don't believe they're emotional.
No, I believe it was much more than that. I mean, if somebody comes to you and says, hey, this is your husband's baby, and it looks just like him, I mean, what am I supposed to do?
If you say she doesn't own you and you don't owe her any explanations, then why would you care if she knew if you were having affairs or not?
Who said I cared? If she knew
I'm
I was
asking,
having
do
affairs?
you?
No. No, at that time, I didn't care if she knew whether I was having an affair or not. It was none of her business.
Have you had an affair during your marriage?
Emotional affair, not physical affair.
You've never had a physical affair?
No.
Those aren't your kids?
No. And I won't waste the money to have a fraternity test to prove they're not mine. I don't succumb to drama.
Now, she also said that she found pictures of one of the women in a bra and underwear. And she says you said you took it to give to another guy.
Did I buy her flowers? Yeah, I bought her flowers.
Yeah.
Did we have lunch or something together before? Yes, we did. But I don't remember some picture about some female scantily dressed so that I
You've
took
seen the
pictures
picture?
of.
Oh, yes, I've seen the
On
photos.
his phone?
No, it was actual photos.
Oh, it was actual
yeah,
photo.
because it was on film camera. Yeah. I mean, along with the cards of the I love you, thank you so much, Mark, for the other day. Yeah, the cards right in there with the photos.
Yeah. Why are you doing that if you're married, emotional or otherwise? I don't know. I just met you, so I don't know whether you did or you didn't, but why are you doing what you're saying you're doing?
Because they don't bitch at me and they don't expect anything from me. It's just all about having a good time. When I was growing up, my mom absolutely did not control me as a kid. I was stubborn and I was going to do what I wanted to anyways. My dad wasn't in the picture except on Christmas. He would stop by and drop off $10, and it's like, dude, why even bother? Seriously. I just felt like I was programmed to screw up. In 2nd grade, they wanted to expel me. A friend of mine said that my mom ate dog poop, and I tried to break his back by continually beating her over the school desk. When I was about 10, one of my aunts said to my mother that if I was her child, that she'd pull my pants down and spank me, and I would learn who was boss. And I told her to off. The day of my 12th birthday, my gift was a year in drug rehab. I definitely didn't have a drug or alcohol problem. My mom put me there because she had no other place to put me, no other place would take me. At age 15, my mother had called the cops because I beat up her husband. After that, I moved out. I look back on my childhood, I wouldn't want to change anything. It made me tougher.
Do you think that you go through life scared?
No.
Because you describe yourself as being arrogant. Yeah. And I don't mean this in an insulting way, but what is it you're arrogant about? Because I don't get what you're arrogant about.
I don't get what I'm arrogant about either.
But
But I'm told that I'm arrogant.
There's a lot of different ways to be. Why do you choose arrogance?
The reason why I'm that way, I honestly think I don't need friends. I don't need people to like me. And the good thing about people not liking me is I have no one to blame my problems on except me. So that makes me accountable. If I'm going to change that problem, I'm the one that has to do it. And I assure you I'm not blowing any smoke up your area.
Yeah. But do you have any idea why you're that way?
Protection. Not because I'm scared. Okay, because I get tired of people saying, you offended me, you hurt my feelings. Oh my God, that wasn't the appropriate thing to say at that time. Blah, 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 just like I'm a complete screw up.
I disagree with you 180 degrees. I think you go through this life petrified, horrified, scared to death every minute of every hour of every day. And I think it is because you have a debilitating fear of intimacy. I think if anybody gets close to you, I think if feelings get invested, you invest in someone else invests in you, I think that terrifies you like I pitched a rattlesnake in your lap. You said, quote, I am purposely an ass so people don't get close to me and I don't have to worry about hurting them. That's where the arrogance comes in. I refuse to let people get close to me because I don't want to get hurt. In turn, I hurt other people.
I don't want to get hurt because I hurt them. I could care less what they think about me.
That's not true. I don't believe that for a minute. I think that you have been hurt and you poo-poo, oh, childhood just made me tougher, it's this, it's that. Same thing with her, just get over it. That happened when you're younger, get over it, you're an adult, get over it. And you can say that, but it leaves an indelible mark on you. And I think you have a philosophy in life that you perceive to be working for you, and that is get them before they get me. So I'm going to offend you, I'm going to shock you, I'm going to push you back, I'm going to be abrasive, and that way I'm the one doing the rejecting, I don't get hurt. And I say that because I believe you have a debilitating fear of intimacy. And the things that you talk about that you say just made you tougher, look, when your dad's not around, that's not good for you. It's not good for any child. Mark, it just isn't. When you've got stepfathers rotating through, that's not okay. When you get sent away to a drug rehab for a year and you don't have a drug problem, it's just, I need somewhere to house this kid, get out of here. You know, what does a kid say to himself about that? It changed who you are. It changed who you were. And so you became, you know, I'm just going to be Billy Badass. I don't care. I'll be irreverent. I'll say anything to anybody. Whatever you do to me, I don't care.
I think you're 100% correct. If I let somebody get close to me and I hurt them, then it's just one more thing I've screwed up.
And what about them hurting you?
People don't really hurt me, Dr. Phil.
No, they don't, because you don't let them get in that position.
Right. I allow myself to feel hurt if I hurt them because I feel like, here we go, I just screwed something else up.
And you're just a screw-up, right? I mean, you just decided you're a screw-up.
Pretty much the way it is. I'm good at that.
What have you decided for once in your life, instead of just being the tough guy, instead of just being the screw-up, instead of just being the guy that gets them before they get me, that you actually said, I'm going to give myself 90 days with some professional help to sit down and try and see if there are things in me that I can heal so that I can be a better friend to myself, a better partner to my wife,
a better human being to public.
A better person for those I come in contact with, my daughters, whatever. What could go wrong if you gave yourself that 90 days and really committed to it?
I wouldn't give myself the 90 days because that costs money.
I do care what happens to you. And as my gift to you, I want to arrange exactly what I just talked about in your hometown for you. Professional help to sit down with you and help you.
Thank you.
Will you take that help?
Yes, sir.
Why is that hard for you to receive?
It's scary. I've never known anything different. And no one's really ever offered that.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.